Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jan Alexander's book launch for her book called Braiding Horsehair Jewelry. Oh my goodness, bracelets. Look at me. I'm a bunch of nerves tonight. Y'all are cool, calm, and collected. We want to welcome everyone here this evening. You can see that we've got a panel of guests here. We've got Miss Delanor Manson. We've got Lesley Baumann. And of course, we have the star of the show tonight, which is Janet. And Janet is going to share with us all of the explanations about why these amazing people are here and what they can do to help give your creativity juices quite the flow. The focus on tonight's, on the whole thing of tonight's virtual book launch is what Jan has right underneath her is let's get creative. Now, a few times as we rotate through our different guests this evening, we will be feeling, different, I think, inspirations and different passages to really push things forward with your own creativity. And these lovely guests here tonight, Jan has picked them because they hold a very special story with her new book. So Jan, point at that book over your shoulder there. It is beautiful. And we're going to be talking to one of our guests pretty soon. So guests, we're going to say goodbye and we're going to chat with Jan for just a few minutes here. All right. Thank you guys, everybody. Looks like we've got some people coming on, and this is fantastic. So if you are here live tonight, which I can see people here popping up, please share with us where you're from. I'm broadcasting from Kyle, Texas tonight. And Jan, where are you broadcasting from this evening?
The sunny side of Louisville, the Indiana side of Louisville.
Oh my goodness, you guys are making my hand spell all those words out. Wonderful. So when you are here, pop in, let us know where you're from. You're from Arizona, from California, from clear across the pond in the UK, anywhere you're at, we would love to know where it is with all of you. I know many have been tagged throughout the day, and we are so excited to see you here, all bright and shiny. So everyone, welcome. And again, share with us where you're from. And I would like to ask you all a question out there. All right. So as you come in, thinking about this whole understanding about the creativity, think about how do you express your creativity? What is it that really gets your juices flowing? And sometimes we might feel there's like a block there, like, oh, well, I can't paint or I can't sculpt. And sometimes we go into those places, but really, creation can happen in so many ways, which Jan is going to share with us tonight. So this is going to be really, really exciting. So Jan, welcome here. This is your big night. How are you feeling tonight?
Better than I had been. I was nervous, but I'm feeling calmer now.
I'm so glad to hear it because you look beautiful. The horses behind you are beautiful, and that book is gorgeous. And I can't wait to introduce everybody to a few of our guests as they come on. So again, once you're here, please share. Tell us where you're from. Tell us all about it because we want to really highlight you. There are gifts tonight, prizes, amazing things that are going to be happening. And this is something that's fantastic. So Jan, share with us a little bit about this writing journey that you've had. I understand that you've written a different or another book, and this is actually your second book. So share with us about your first book, At Home on a Horse in the Woods.
Yes. At Home on a Horse in the Woods is, oh gosh, it's kind of like a testimonial. It's about manifesting a dream you never thought you could. It's part memoir, and it stars 3 horses that I dearly love in my life that I didn't come to until adulthood. So it was a long time coming, but God finally granted me some pretty good miracles.
Oh, agreed. And those are the best things. So when you feel this special post in your life about these 3 amazing horses and how they've touched you, this is available, correct, on Amazon right now? Is that right? Okay, excellent. And we'll be dropping in some of those links as we go along throughout the evening. And it is exciting to see that as an author, she has been moved to really create even more than what that first story brought on. And so, Jan, share with us this whole discovery about this second book, about how you discovered braiding and that of actually horsehair braiding. This sounds very, very interesting.
I was trail riding with a friend of mine way back in 2005. And she said, "Would you like to see the bracelet that I bought out west when I was on vacation?" I said, "Sure." So I looked over at her wrists and I was stunned. I had never seen such jewelry. It was braided from horsehair. And I vowed then and there that I was going to learn how to braid a bracelet out of my horse's hair because I really love this horse and I wanted to honor the bond that we shared together.
Amazing. And so through this journey, I mean, how did you even learn how to do the braiding? I mean, it sounds like, well, I've got a lot of hair and it kind of looks like a horse tonight. I can just probably twist it up and let it go. But it seems like it's a little more complicated than that.
It's very, yeah, it's a lot more complicated than that. And I feel like I've been initiated into a secret club because I know the answer. But basically, I, went to look at books. And the only book I could find had been written in 1984. And it was black and white. And it started with very difficult projects. Um, and so I I couldn't make hide nor hair out of it at the point I was at. So I started looking for a teacher because I learned best one-on-one. And it took me uh, about 6 years to make that bracelet that I promised myself I would make. Um, so I finally found a very nice braider in Ohio, which is a bordering state that I was able to, drive to easily. And I had a first lesson with her, and then I practiced. And after I felt comfortable, that I had really mastered the skills that she had presented to me, I went looking. Oh, I know. I found out that each of the states in the United States has an arts council, and the arts councils, at least Indiana's, has individual artist grants. So I applied for one, and I got it. So this gave me half the money I needed to study, and I had trouble finding another teacher, but I finally did in a couple of months this time, not years. Found a wonderful woman who lives in Alberta, Canada, and she allowed me to come and study under her for a few days. And that was educational as well. So this bracelet that I'm wearing right now, this is, see if I can get my arm up here. This very simple bracelet is one of the ones that I teach in the book. It's the first bracelet that I teach, and it means a whole lot to me because it was made out of a deceased horse named Dancer, who is the white hair, and then my horse Highlander, who's the chestnut. And then I also made a little necklace out of their hair. And this is a cedar carved heart. And I ride the horses in the woods. See if I can get that to come up right. I keep going the wrong way. Yeah, I ride them in the woods, so it's cedar tree. So I like that.
Wow, fascinating. I think the the determination to take 6 years to learn something that you saw was, that's a high characteristics of quite some integrity, some perseverance, all of that. I just that amazes me really. I don't know if I would have pursued on something. I mean, that must have been just so motivating and thrilling to finally learn the techniques and get all of this knowledge. So now that you've got all the knowledge and you've got all this technique, seemed like now you wanted to share it out to everyone else because other people were struggling. So what did you do with that knowledge that you have?
Well, I'm a retired teacher, so I had 30 years of writing lesson plans. And I had already, this was after I wrote my first book. I thought, well, now what am I going to do? Well, now what am I going to do? And I thought, well, maybe you should be the one. Maybe you're being called to write that book that you wish you had when you wanted to learn how to braid horsehair jewelry, but wasn't on the market, that started at the very beginning and, divided it into simple steps. So I wrote that book.
Excellent. And I think the concept about, writing it and thinking about, okay, now this could be for anyone. So who did you have in mind that you were writing it for?
I would say adults and teenagers. Braiding horsehair is not at all like braiding your hair into, three plates. It takes a lot of preparation, and that preparation takes a lot of um, patience, um, a lot of fine motor skills, attention to detail, and good nearsightedness. I'm blessed with that. I can't see up past here, but boy, I'm good nearsighted. So kind of made for me. A
That
craft.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
See, when you know your skills, your talents, and you felt that impression upon your heart, and then now going through it, it seems like an amazing step. So how many chapters does the book have, and what would be
Oh,
inside of it?
can I add one thing for the last
Yes,
question? I
please,
wanted
please.
to say that my book is not for business. I tried going into a business, and it's not easy. And I'm not a business person. I'm a teacher. So I was not really successful at making it into a profitable business. I'm retired, so I'm not dependent on that as my salary, fortunately. Um, so I really made it for people like me, people who love their horses and like crafts and wanted to braid a product to honor the love they had for the horse they knew. So it's for those people, horse lovers with access to horses, with relationships with horses, who love them dearly and want to make some kind of keepsake.
Beautiful. And I think, and as you're explaining that, sometimes that's what we need. It seems like this book allows us to escape for a moment and to really create. Just like you said, let's get creative and not have to force and push things, but really allow things to flow. So, Janet, where is this book available? Let's see where we can get this.
Um, This book is available at Amazon and any place books are sold. You can email me at switchtales.com, and I can send you an autographed copy um, through the mail.
Excellent. Okay, so you've heard it there. I know we've got people here. I see their eyes on this. So drop us a link. Tell us where you're at. Tell us where you're from, everybody. Say hi. We love to perform for an audience, right? Just like any kind of horse. They
Can I
see
say
someone
one
out
more?
there. You
Can I
bet.
say
You
one more
bet.
thing?
Yes.
I never answered about what's in it. So, colored illustrations. Take it with the cell phone, but they'll do. And step-by-step directions with colored illustrations that take you from the very beginning of how to safely, legally, and ethically attain horsehair, how to prepare it for braiding, the directions for 3 simple braids, where to purchase the metal pieces called findings, that the end caps and the clasps that go on it, and how to take care of it. And for those people who want more, suggestions for how to learn more on your own.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Now, with all of that being said, let's introduce our next amazing guest here, which is Lesley. Hello, Lesley.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. I'm going to answer a few of these quick quotes. Some people are saying, "Hey, I want to see this. This is so interesting. This is so exciting." So I'm just saying, go to the Facebook page. We've got lots of people coming on, and they're just so excited. This is fantastic. All right, so Lesley, tell us about the concept, about what it is that you're doing and how you helped with Jan and all of these things. All right. And so, what we want to have everybody do at this point, I've got an audience popping in. My kids. It's great. So, Lesley, you tell us a little bit about yourself. Janet, you plug it in, and I'm going to throw some of these pictures up here on the side. All right. Here we go. Sharing it up. And we should be good. There we go. Here we come. Share. Yeah, there we are. So let's make sure. There we are. There's Miss Lesley.
So this is me and my mare, Gypsy. She's a 9-year-old American saddlebred. I'm an illustrator. I met Jan at a virtual book fair last fall where I was representing my new book, or kind of new book, J is for Justify, when I found out that she was working on this project and needed a cover design and illustration for her new book. So we got to talking. This is my previous horse, Clever, with a fantastic long tail. So I have a lot of history with long tails and horsehair. We got to talking and decided that we would collaborate on this project. So I talked to Janet for a while and learned more about the book, her craft, and her style and her taste and everything. And then I sat down and came up with 3 completely different directions for the design of the cover. Once we settled in on one, I dug into the illustration process. I worked on my iPad, which you see here, with an Apple Pencil. We spent a lot of time focusing on how the hair and the tail would flow. And once we got that nailed down, then I moved on to the bracelet illustration itself, which is very detailed and realistic, but yet a little magical because it kind of flows into the horse's tail. And then once we finalized everything and added color, I was able to design the complete front and back cover of her book, all set up to her printer's specifications.
Wow. So you really know this whole routine, this whole business. And I've flashed up here on the screen. This is from your book. Is that right? And just look at this amazing illustration. So Jan really found gold when she found Lesley. And Jan, tell me your experience about working with Lesley.
It was fabulous. I can come up with ideas, but I have no artistic talent, or very little, as far as drawing and things and computer design. And so it was so much fun to collaborate. I love collaborating with other people and coming up with projects that are way beyond what I could have done myself. It was a blast. I'm very happy with the cover, and I'm very happy with the process we went through and meeting a new friend.
Excellent. And you can see from her work here, it is gorgeous. It is beautiful. These are her drawings. And Lesley, share with us a little bit about your own personal book.
Well, this is my book, J is for Justify. I've been horse crazy since I was a kid, and I've been drawing horses for that long too. I kind of got away from it for about 10 years or so when I started my freelance design business. But in 2018, Justify came along and won the Triple Crown. And my son was getting ready to go off to kindergarten that fall and learning to read and everything. And then the fun idea for the book finally came to me that I'd always wanted to write but didn't have a story. I was like, how about an alphabet book? So I got a pen and a little notebook and decided to sit down and see if I could come up with a famous racehorse for each letter of the alphabet. And sure enough, no problem. So I dug right in. I also did all the illustrations for this book on my iPad. And it was based on 5 different poses. So you could see in the picture, it looks like the horse is running. And they're in that order if you flip the pages of the book. So it looks like they're running but changing color.
Amazing, amazing. I think the whole concept here is just, it's just beautiful. And I'm putting Lesley's information down here on the bottom because it is just, anyone that needs an illustrator out there, she is your gal. And here's a little bit about her design and graphics. So would you like to share a little bit about this?
Yes, this is my business, Lizard and Chestnut. I offer illustration and graphic design for equine businesses as well as horse lovers in general. I design book covers, book interiors, logos, websites, and I even do custom horse portraits.
Wow, fantastic. I think that this really shows everybody the skills and the talents. And as you can see here on her cover, the braiding horsehair bracelets, like they described as the bracelet flows, it flows into the horse's tail, and just beautiful. I mean, Jan, you couldn't have found a better person for this. Just fantastic.
Yes, I wanted something more romantic on the cover. You know, the inside is very, left brain. You get these materials, you do this, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, very, formatted. And I wanted something loose and artistic and just flowing. I love, what is that called? Watercolor. I love watercolor. And I just think she nailed it.
I agree. I agree. Lesley, how do you feel about this project?
It was such a treat. Janet, thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey.
Oh, thank you for being part of mine.
I mean, look, we have a living, what I think is interesting is that when ideas are here and all of a sudden they're here, we can hold them, we can purchase them, we can explore them, we can experience them. It's really amazing. So creativity is really a breath of life. And so I think that's what everything tonight is kind of focused in on. And so let's go ahead and raffle off one of our first gifts. And so, Lesley, we're going to be raffling off your book. Hold it up there loud and proud. And so those of us who are watching at home and getting everything all excited, I cannot wait to see who is going to be the winner. So I'm going to twist a few things here on my phone and make sure that we've got this. So while I'm setting this up, I think the whole concept with everything, we see, goodness, all of these people. We see Carrie, we see Sandra, we see, wow. They just keeps going. Oh, you can hear my voice now. We can see so many great, fantastic people here. This is awesome. All right, I'm going to raffle off the very first book of the night. Are you guys ready? Are you excited about this? I am excited. I think that this is going to be happening here. Well, if I can hit it here. Okay, there we go. And it's going to Jill Ellis. Jill Ellis, you are the winner of the J's for Justify book from Miss Lesley. Congratulations. I got to get your name down here, Jill. Love you, girl. This is so great. Thanks so much for coming and being a part of this evening. Congratulations. And thank you, Lesley and Jan. Wonderful. Great to have everything going forward here. So now we're going to be bringing on our second guest. So Lesley, don't go too far. I'm just going to tuck you away for a minute. And Delanor, you are up. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. We have so many people. I'm talking, look, girls, like it is rocking. It is rocking over here. They're going nuts. And this is fantastic. So I love to see how many people are involved and all a part of this. So without further ado, Janet, will you please introduce Delanor? And I'm going to throw some pictures up here on the screen.
I would be honored to. After I had my first lesson, I had this idea of starting a jewelry business. And I came home to Louisville and I opened the women's magazine, and they had every year they have like the best woman in all these categories. And Delanor had won, I think it was Jeweler of the Year or Artist of the Year. One of those two. Anyway, and I called her up and I was like, hi, because I'm a nobody and she's this like famous Louisville artist, and why is she going to talk to me? I couldn't have been more wrong. She was the most helpful person, and we started kind of doing a couple projects together. Like this, you can't see what I'm wearing, right? Well, can you? Okay, I braided this necklace from horsehair, and then I bought one of her beautiful horse pendants from her store to put on it. And then after that, she designed some earrings that had horsehair in them. And then I wanted a pair to represent the 3 horses in my book. So anyway, we collaborated, and she'll show a picture in a little bit. She had the idea, she did all the metal work, and I braided a little piece. And one of the horses was red, one was white, as you know, and the other one from my 20s, he was red and white. So I thought, well, I'll just pretend that his hair is in the earring. It wasn't fair. He needed his own stamp. So Delanor put a blue amethyst crystal because he had blue eyes. So I have a pair of earrings, and my 3 guys are all on here with the tug of an ear. I can do wonderful, magical stories from them.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is, it's so, so beautiful how art and everything can come together. Delanor, what did you think when Janet called you up? What was your heart saying? Were you like, this lady's wild here? What happened?
Well, actually, she got my husband first, Winston. And he came home and he told me, he says, you have got to talk to this lady. She sounds awesome. And I said, what lady? He says, a lady with horsehair. And I'm trying to figure out, how does he get from gemstones to horsehair? I had to talk to her because I needed to understand. So I did talk with Jan, and she was so enthusiastic about this horsehair. And I could not imagine it, because I had never seen anything like that. So I invited her to come to my gallery. And we sat and we talked, and she looked all around and she showed me her bracelet. And I when she told me what it took to make this bracelet, I was just amazed. In fact, I just stood there and looked at her and said, how did you do this again? So I really was in awe of what it took for her to make this bracelet and how long it took and how dedicated she was to learning this art form. So I thought, wow, if it took me that long to make a bracelet, 6 years, I might have given up, but not Jan. She didn't give up. She stayed focused and she did it. She did it.
Oh, agreed. 100% with that. The focus, the dedication, all of everyone out there, I'm telling you, the comments are going crazy. They're saying dedication, perseverance. It is lovely. Look at how beautiful. I love the book cover. I'm so glad she persisted. So great comments in there. So Jan, how does that make you feel?
Oh, great, because it's taken so much of my life, all the time to find the teachers, to get the grant, to, have help starting a small business, to writing the book, which is taken up about 1.25 years in itself. And as you know, the computer hangups that I have, it feels like a huge part of my life has culminated in a project that people seem to like. So I'm so happy.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So Delanor, with your art, like you were saying, how do you go from gemstones to horsehair? I mean, what happened? How did this collaboration come about?
Well, it was Jan's idea, actually, because I could not imagine it. I mean, I work with gemstones, I work with silver, and horsehair is just not one of my mediums. So she had the idea of how it could work. And I guess because I'm one of those people who really believe in artists, especially women artists. And so when they have an idea, I want to see what I can do to help, to mentor and to support. And so that was part of my mission. Was here's a young woman who has a vision for what it can be. I'm young woman who has a vision, and I had not been exposed, but I was willing to learn, and I'm glad I did, because otherwise I would not have learned about horsehair, and I wouldn't have developed an appreciation for the art form. And I think that as artists, that's what we do best, is to develop appreciations for different styles and different types of art. And so I certainly did develop that appreciation for your work, Jan.
And again, I love the collaboration.
The collaboration was incredible. It really was.
Really, really was. It is. It is so different to think about, really, where you've got metal, you've got hair, such different pieces and styles. And like you said, mediums. It is really amazing. I know I've flashed a few times this picture up here on the screen, but Delanor, can you explain a little bit more about your gallery and all the things that you have there, so that we can also see more about your craft and, share with us a few of these. Let's see, I've got this one up here. So share with us about your Koi gallery.
Well, Koi Gallery has been in existence for about 15 years. And it was a collaboration between my husband and myself, me being the artist and him being the manager and the person who would run things. Unfortunately, he died about 6 years ago and kind of left me in charge of doing everything. A little challenging for a person who really did not have that skill in terms of running an art gallery. But I had to learn fast if I was going to keep it open. And so it's located at the Galt House Hotel and Suites. It's a very small but intimate venue. I have artists who do a lot of creative but one-of-a-kind pieces. For instance, the work that I do is one of a kind. I never duplicate, ever, ever, ever. Even if people want to pay me a lot of money, I don't duplicate. Even the name of the gallery, Koi Gallery, it's named after koi fish. I lived in Japan for a while, a couple times actually. And one of the things I loved about Japan was the koi fish. They are just such incredibly beautiful and lots of color. But when a litter is born, every koi fish is different. There may be 10, 30, but they're all different. And so, when Jan was talking about waking up and having an idea, well, I went to sleep one night, woke up the next morning and came up with the name of koi because I was going to have one-of-a-kind things in the gallery. And the jewelry that I was going to make was going to be one of a kind as well. So I have a lot of emerging artists. Most of them are women. And these are people who haven't shown in very many places or if at all. And I spend a great deal of time based on what they want, mentoring them, helping them to price their work, how to show their work, how to advertise and market, how to do a business plan, and how to work with a website that really support them in developing their business if they want to have a business. And then we have some people who decide that that business piece is not what they really want. What they want is a hobby on steroids. They're doing something that they love and they're really enjoying it. And I support those artists as well.
Wow, beautiful. I love the concept where you're bringing people together that might not have been able to shine.
Right.
And that's something that's really near and dear to my heart about this idea about light amplifying and shining things out there, because we all have it within ourselves, right? And
Absolutely.
you just kind of have to look for those diamonds in the rough, right? You just have to look for them and they're there. And once that light's on, they sparkle out and shine. And Jan, you are shining this evening. And Delanor, thank you so much for being a part of this. And the collaboration effort has been fantastic. Really, I just think it's amazing. It really, really is. So I think it is time to raffle off another prize. And Delanor, it looks like maybe it's going to be one of your gifts and prizes. Is that right?
Well, I had decided, I actually gave Jan a choice. I said, I could do a very nice pair of horse earrings or something lovely like that with some gemstones. She says, why not a gift certificate? That way people can choose and get whatever they want. And so I decided to do a gift certificate to Koi Gallery.
Awesome. So who wants this gift certificate to Koi Gallery? Let's see. If you want this gift certificate, type in the word Koi. Let's see how many things are starting to pop up right here. Okay. Oh, now they're making it hard. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. I get people that saying, pick me, pick me. Jan is shining tonight. Wow. Oh my goodness. I love unique art. All right. The first one down with Koi. I'm putting it in there. Ready? Ready? Here we go. It is Miss Louise Pistol. Louise Pistol, you have won the gift certificate tonight for the Koi Gallery. Thank you so much, Delanor. Oh, I better write that down. Oh my goodness. That'd be terrible. Okay, get on my game here. Thank you so much, Delanor. This has been wonderful. So I'm going to take you aside for just a few minutes. We're going to have a little bit more discussion, and I'm going to bring everybody back. So don't go too far. Oh, wonderful. What a great, great evening. Everyone is really enjoying it. As I can read from this entire thing, I mean, goodness, Carrie Aaron is blowing this thing up. So is Jill, Sandra, Deb, Louise. Oh my goodness. Jen, Sandra, oh my goodness, it just keeps going and going and going. Beautiful, beautiful. See, all of your hard work paid off. They are here. They're here live. I love to see that smile, Jan. You have a great smile. You know that? You really do. You really do. All right. So now I think it is time to start to take a look at what you guys as the audience, I had posted a question or posed a question to you from what Jan had asked, was something about what gets your creative juices flowing, in essence, like what helps you to become that creative. Just like Jan, when she saw something, she knew she wanted to go after it. She knew she wanted to study about it and figure it out. So is there anything in you guys, in anyone's life out there that's part of the audience tonight? We want to know from you about, some things you create. So people who start putting down some of the things that they create, we're also going to raffle off another prize, which is an actual braided horsehair bookmark. Okay.
Yes.
This bookmark is for somebody out there who starts to put down some of the creations that they have written out. So I'm gonna see here, take a look at this, see who is writing things out. Oh my gosh, wait, I have to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scroll downs to get to where we need to be. Jan, you have to know that that's awesome. That is like a lot of action, a lot of activity on this whole evening. This is fantastic. So who is ready to receive one of these amazing horsehair braided bookmarks? Let's see. People who are writing down creative things. Oh, this makes it hard. Woo! Okay, Sandra, you're the first one. I see it. She says, I do needle point. That's her creativity. So Sandra, you have won the bookmark for tonight. Congratulations, Sandra. You are awesome. All right, I've got your name down. This is fantastic. Okay, so audience, since you guys are very, very active and you're highly motivated from all of Jan's amazing gifts here, what compels you to express your creativity? What helps to get it out of you? Jan, do you want to share a story that helped get it out of you while we're waiting for these answers to pop up?
Oh gosh, you struck me cold. I'm dumb. Lesley, help. Delanor, help.
We'll pull up Lesley. We'll pull up Delanor here. What gets some of that creativity? What helps you to get it out? Like, what happens? Lesley, Delanor, anyone?
Music.
Ooh.
Really, really helps me, and it really depends on the type of music, because if I'm doing the classical music, what comes out of me is usually rounded edges, and if I'm doing something that's has a real beat, what usually comes out of that is jagged edges. And when I talk about rounded and jagged edges, I'm talking about gemstones and how I might polish them, how I might drill them, how I might frame them. So music for me.
Beautiful, Delanor. How about you, Lesley?
Sketching. I pick up a pencil and start exploring different ideas, different options, different visuals. I take a sketchbook with me almost everywhere I go.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
I would have to say my muse is my horse. So spending hours in the woods, just the two of us in the quiet. There's nothing else to do. There's not a house to clean or, anything to do, just to be there. And that's when, I feel inspired, more, inspiration.
Excellent. Yes, I agree with you. There are those times that when we are right within the present, it just presents itself as that gift. Beautiful. Let's see what some of the audience members said out here. Let's see. Deb says, I enjoy quiet time and a calm mind. I'm coming to your house. I am coming to your house. Donna says, mostly my need is to generate gifts. So she has a desire for that. Amazing, amazing. Jen says, my family. Thank you, audience, for jumping in here and sharing with us your expressions and what helps to motivate you. So it looks like we are near the end of our time here. And so let's wrap things up. So Janet, we've got that book that's on that side of you back there that we are going to be raffling off tonight. So
one in paperback and one in hardback.
Oh,
You heard
wow.
it. You heard it from the author right there. We've got 2 to give away. So put down book. Let's see it. I'm waiting.
And then we have
Down book.
the worldwide one.
Yes, yes. So here we go for this book. So, oh my goodness, I'm lagging on my time here. There we go. So anyone who would like one of these books, put down the word book, and let's see. Out of the 2, we've got a hardback. We've got this paperback. And this is a great idea to really help with teenagers. Maybe you as an adult, you want to have something that, takes your mind completely off something else. Maybe you always work in the tech world. Well, let me tell you, going into the braiding of this will totally separate you and stretch your brain in a way that will probably, your husband might not even recognize you when you get back, right?
And once you learn it, it's meditative. Once you get over the struggle of learning it, and it just flows. It's very meditative.
Wow.
Awesome. Okay, my first person that has the word book down there is Carrie. Carrie Aaron, you have won do you want the hardback or do you want the softback? Which one? Hardback. Wow, that was fast. She was like, no doubt. She wants that hardback. Excellent. Thank you, Carrie. She is now, if I put that down, that would be a fantastic idea. Carrie for the hardback. There we go. Wonderful. And you are seeing how I manage 9 children right here on the screen. This is how it happens. It's like
9 children.
Yeah, so that
They're
little
not all
interruption.
yours. They're not all yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to read her books, Delanor. She is amazing. She's an author.
Oh, wow.
They're all mine. Yep. Oh, craziness. Yes. Okay, so who's ready for the second book? The second book, Jen. Jen says, I had my word book before Carrie did. Sorry, Jen, you're the second person I saw. So Jen, you've got it. Jen's got the softback. Man, you've got a battle going on in here. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so Jen has the softback book. Excellent, fantastic. So I hope that gives that creativity and puts everything into place for everybody. So
Lesley, Jen writes children's books too.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic. Maybe there's a collaboration going on here for her next book. Who knows? This is fantastic. Wow. This is how it works, right? With a little bit of light, with a little bit of an idea, with some sort of creativity. Look what has happened. Jan, because you had this question, look what's come of it from that one question.
I wondered a lot of time why I was being called to do this, and there were times I wanted to give up, and now I know it was supposed to be, and I got all the help from you wonderful ladies and lots of other wonderful ladies out there and some men who it wouldn't have been done without the village.
I agree. Thank you so much. These collaborations are beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Yes.
Jan, I just want to say I am honored that you chose me to be on this show with you tonight. I mean, who knew it was going to turn into something this incredible?
Well, thank you. I owe you a lot, so I'm glad.
Wonderful.
Do we have one more present?
We do. We've got one more, and this is the $25 Amazon gift card.
I upped it to 30.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's get this right.
So they could buy a copy of my book.
Excellent. Okay, so if anyone is here from across the pond, down under, up in Canada, right? Anyone? Anyone all over the world. It doesn't matter. We now have this opportunity to give to you. So this gift card is for anyone outside of the state. And put it down there. Let's see who's watching from worldwide. And I don't know, I guess in Australia it might be morning by now, might be midday tomorrow. I have no idea. I'm not that good with my timing, but we'll see. All right. This is fantastic. It looks like, let's see who's going to be giving this out. I don't see anyone who's popping up from our global audience. Not yet. At least they haven't put it down that I can see. So, Jan, do you want to hold
a couple from England?
Okay, I'm looking. I know Karen's going to catch the replay. She contacted me and she said she's going to catch the replay. So I'm looking for, I mean, no fair to them. It's like 2 a.m. over there. So who
Right.
knows? You know,
Yeah.
$30 gift card might be like, I'm staying up for that. Yeah, I'm staying up for that. We'll see.
Well, if you don't
Awesome,
find
awesome.
anybody live, you're welcome to give it to Karen. She helped me out of a pickle.
Okay, wonderful. Then Karen, it is you, Karin. Karen from the UK. This $30 Amazon gift card is yours. I am putting it down for you, Miss Karen. Wonderful, excellent. It was great to kind of talk with her a little bit today as we were getting things set up. So fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being a part of this. Jan, thank you for being willing to take the idea, follow it all the way through. And, you know, despite how long it takes, it doesn't matter. Lesley, thank you for practicing your skill, your art, everything to know that, hey, I can actually help people get their dreams to come true. I mean, it's sitting right there on her shoulder.
Yeah.
And Delanor, wow, what a collaboration. I just love what you said. How do you go from gemstones to horsehair? I think that's my favorite thing. It's because, wow, the opposing parts of that spectrum were huge, but you weren't afraid and you went forward with it. Just amazing, amazing. Thank you, everybody in the audience, for being here this evening. It's been a beautiful evening. Again, you can get this book down at Amazon. Braiding Horsehair Jewelry, your beginner's guide. Again, for teenagers, for adults, for something that you want to do that would really, you know, help to lower your stress and do something that is just very, very creative. Go ahead and contact Jan. She will also, you know, can send you a signed copy if you email her. And so, you know, let's get things rolling. Everybody, thank you this evening. We're signing off. Say bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you. Thank you, April.
You're welcome. You're welcome.